Just Caesar, once again, thank you for taking the time to speak with me. And I just want to jump right into it, man. Just the amazing work you've done in the community. Just recently, the NFLPA community nominated you as a community MVP. Can you just speak to that and the event you did, Let's Ride with Cesar Ruiz?
Yeah, yeah, it was super grateful to be recognized for that. But really it was an event I had. I was trying to think of something like creative to do back home for the kids back home. I know it's a million backpack giveaways, there's a million different things that kind of just are reoccurring. And I was like, what's something that I didn't have growing up, or what's something that that I feel like I could have benefited from if someone would do it for me. So I came with the idea to just donate bikes. I was like, kids aren't outside enough, to get the kids back outside, give them some bikes, man, get kids, just enjoying life a little bit.
No, it's definitely cool. And is obviously in your hometown? What was like an extra inspiration, I should say, just to give back to your own community?
Yeah, it was I always told myself if I had the opportunity, to do big things with football or just overall in my life. And, you know, I would come back and do things positive for the community. And I've been blessed. I've been blessed to be able to do that. And it's just one thing of many that I'm going to start doing for the community. And I'm just trying to think of as many creative things I can do for them.
Definitely. And I guess your overall thoughts on the NFLPA taking notice and acknowledging the work that you're doing off the field.
Yeah, definitely. It's one thing to get recognized for what you do on the field, and it shows the type of person you are off the field too. Football is my job, but it's not just my identity. And I get to show people another side of me off the field and just show that I care about my community, and I want to make a difference.
Definitely. And I had read somewhere, obviously, you're really big, obviously, Latino culture. You said you represent Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic as well. Just recently, I would say a couple of years ago, Isiah Pacheco, he always has the Puerto Rican flag on his helmet. His helmet was put into the Hall of Fame after they won the Super Bowl. I'm just curious your thoughts on that and just representation in the league.
Yeah, I think it's super important too. I think it's special too. It's great you brought up Isaiah Pacheco. He's from South Jersey, not too far where I grew up in Camden. So that's awesome. I didn't even know that his helmet's in the Hall of Fame for that. But like, yeah, I try to rotate the Dominican flag, or sometimes I might try to see if I can sneak both on there. But I like to rotate the Dominican flag and the Puerto Rican flag on my helmet throughout the year.
And that's definitely cool. Be cool actually to see your helmet as well there with all three flags. That would be pretty cool one day.
Yeah.
Just also want to just get into obviously what you're doing on the field. Your thoughts on obviously playing on the offensive line, versatility, being able to play center and guard, and sometimes tackle. What is the mindset you have to have in order just to go back and forth like that?
Yeah, it's just, you don't really want to have to, you don't really want to have to, get out of your position and go play, different things that you're not doing. But, being as though I have experience at everything, I finally can tell my friends that because I played tackle in a game before. So I had some tackle snaps, from being a center in college and, being primarily a guard in the NFL that, I have experience in, all the positions really. So it's just good that, I'm none of it is unfamiliar to me now. So
Definitely, and it's a new era right now for the Saints. New head coach. You have obviously just a new game plan. How has that been with Kellen Moore and just adjusting to everything that he's changing with the system?
yeah, love Coach Moore, man. The adjustment is, obviously new playbook. We've had the entire spring, summer now to really get into things, and now we're finally getting to like our first game plan for a team. So it's really good to see things come together and just really, see how he's been drawing things up.
Definitely, and obviously he just came off the Super Bowl run with the Eagles against the Chiefs. You guys just signed Justin Reed, who obviously won Super Bowls with the Chiefs the last couple of years. I know he's on the other side of the ball, but has he had an impact in the locker room so far as you guys prepare for the start of the season?
It's definitely good to have a guy on the team who has experienced, being to the Super Bowl. Um, and playing in that game. So it's definitely good to have a guy like that in the locker room because they know what it looks like and they know you know, what it's like to be a part of that. So
Definitely. And obviously, you had an amazing career with Michigan, first round draft pick in the 2020 draft. What do you remember most with Jim Harbaugh as your head coach? Was there anything that I guess you took from your time there at Michigan?
yeah, Coach Harbaugh loved football, man. He always wanted the best out of his players. So I always give Coach Harbaugh thanks, man. I just every chance I get because he was what the structure was at Michigan really helped prepare me for what I'm doing today. So that was that was great. That was great to do that and have him as my coach. So yeah, I mean he always demanded the best out of us and that's ultimately what he got. So I'm always thankful for Coach Harbaugh for sure.
Definitely. And then I have to ask, obviously, that class, about 10 Michigan Wolverines were drafted that year. Are you close with any of those guys? And just is it kind of weird to think about? It's been 5 years since that draft.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's been five.
Yeah,
One, yeah, yeah, 2020. Yes, all those my guys, are still my friends. Joshua Tellis, Don Peoples Jones, everybody in that class that got drafted. So it was all those guys. We all stay super close. Um, even after we leave after we leave Michigan, and once we get to the league, super close to everybody still. So
definitely. Cesar, thank you so much for your time, man. I really appreciate it and all the work you're doing in the community.
thank you.